Hi and welcome to another Warhammer Battle Report. This is 2500 points between Dwarfs and Empire. For his list he have a cannon with a rune of fortune. Then he have 30ish warriors with great weapon. In that unit he also have his BSB. The BSB have the banner that gives everyone in 6 inches 5 upward save against missile fire. Then you have a organ gun with rune of fortune. Then you have a horde of warriors with his dwarf Fane general with a rune that gives him toughness 6 and a runesmith. Then you have a grudge thrower. Then some iron breakers with a runesmith in it. Then 16ish hunters with shields and a gyrocopter. For my own list, in the Grail Chapel building I have 10 handgunners with my engineer with the ruby ring and light armor. Behind that, 3 inches from the building, I have the Hellstorm, then a great cannon, then I have 40 flagelants with a prophet, then a mortar, then 5 pistoliers in that fierce crossing forest. Then I have a horde of 50-ish swordmen with a BSP, armor of meteoric iron, 1 up armor save and 6 up ward save. I have my general of the Empire with sword of anti-heroes, downstone and enchanted shields. I have the witch hunter with dual pistol and sword of swift slaying, and my level 4 Lord of Beast with book of Asher. Then I have 12 handgunners with Hochland. Then another mortar, then 5 more pistoliers. For spells I got Wild Form, Transformation, Savage Beast and Amber Spear. For my vanguard I move my first pistoliers unit out of that fear crossing forest and the other pistoliers closer to the middle, still out of range of his thunderers. And even though I got more drops than him, I got the first turn, so I move up my flagellants and swordmen as fast as I possibly can. I move my first pistoliers unit behind that fence to get some cover save from his organ gun if he chooses to firing at them. Then my other pistoliers unit just move a little bit forward into the center. In the magic phase I first use my ruby ring to throw a fireball at his organ gun, and with 3 dice I roll a double 6, and I managed to do a wound on the organ gun even though we have a 5 up ward save. Then my laser beam sniping cannon kills his grudge thrower, but I do get him to use his spell breaking rune on a amber spear on his organ gun. And that's it for my turn. So the dwarf's turn, he as usual start with a mighty movement phase for dwarf. He move up his iron breakers 6 inches and that's it. His gyrocopter move up a bit to get closer to my war machines. His thunderers kill 4 out of 5 of my pistoliers, but I do pass my panic test because I'm in range of my general and my BSB. His organ gun kills 5 of my flagellants. His cannon kills my Hellstorm, and that's it for his turn 1. For my turn number 2, I start by moving up the flagellants closer to his line. I take my witch hunter out of my swordsman unit to get in range to try to snipe out his general, who is my primary target, and I pushes up my swordman a little bit, but I do move my pistoliers in front of his iron breaker, so if he charges he will kill me, and either he can just stick around or he can overrun into that big stone over there. I move my other pistolier out of his arc of his unit up on that hill to sneak around and take out his war machine next turn. My magic phase start by casting a wild form on my flagellant, taking 4 dice, rolling double 6, and on the miscast roll a 7, kill 4 of my swordsmen, and magic phase ends. My shooting phase doesn't really do a lot. My cannon shoots at his organ gun, but he passes his ward save. My mortar lobs at his gyrocopter. I have already suffered a wound from the previous turn from a mortar shot. I got 2 hits on this mortar this turn. One doesn't wound, one only do 1 wound on the gyrocopter. My handgunner Hochland champion kills one of his hunters, and I didn't manage to snipe out his general with my witch hunter. So for his turn number 2, he takes his iron breakers into my pistoliers. I kill one of them with standing shoot. He also takes his gyrocopter closer to my mortar. In the shooting phase, his organ gun firing at my flagellants, taking 5 of them down. First he thought about shooting his cannon at my witch hunter, but then he changed his mind when he learned how the wall rules works against cannon, that it stops cannon's ball from bouncing, so instead firing at my mortar and kills it. And I didn't take a picture of this event, but his iron breaker of course kill my pistoliers, and they overrun, they get stuck in that stone, and that's it for his turn number 2. For my turn number 3, I take my swordman into his iron breaker. I push it up my flagellants a bit, so that both his dwarf units are in my front, and if you want a shot, he's very welcome to do so. I would prefer that before he's standing and just shooting with his organ gun. My pistoliers unit move behind his big horde of dwarf warrior to shoot at his organ gun. Outside of this picture, I also move my handgun unit around to face his gyrocopter. In the medic phase, I do the brilliant move to 6-dice Savage Beast. I got double 6, so no spell eating room, and I suffer a wound on my wizard, that's it. And in this combat, I do something that may not be so smart. I make way with my characters, and I got my wizard that kills his runesmith, my BSB, and my general kills some ironbreaker. I kill one with my swordman. He don't do much, he take a wound on my wizard, that's it. But I found out he had the stubborn rune on this ironbreaker, so he stick. For his turn, number 3, he takes his gyrocopter into my mortar. That's it for movement. He takes his thunder and shoot at my handgunner, killing 6 out of 12. I pass my panic test, so I stick around. His organ gun goes apeshit on my flagellants, killing 9 of them, and his cannon shoot at the building and manage to only kill 1 handgunner. In his close combat phase, his gyrocopter do a wound on the mortar. He went by 2 overrun and didn't make it up the board. In the important combat, his ironbreaker killed my level 4. I kill some ironbreaker, but we stick around. So for my turn number 4, I take my pistoliers into his organ gun. I take the remaining of my flagellants into his warriors, hoping to maybe snipe a character or 2. It's at least better than just being shot down by the organ gun. My handgunner shoots down his gyrocopter in the shooting phase. My cannon tries to snipe out his BSB of his unit. He only hit the BSB, and he makes his look out, sir. So I roll to wound the one dwarf I hit. I roll a 1, so the dwarf is protected by his big beard, and I can't do a single wound on a single dwarf. In combat, I killed his organ gun. I didn't manage to kill his runesmith. I do a wound on his general. He takes about a rank of flatulence. I kill one of my own flatulence and 5-6 warriors. That's it for closing combat. And in the combat in the middle, I should say, nothing happened at all. I lose like some swordsman. He lose like maybe one ironbreaker. I stick because I have hold the line, which is like cold blood. Roll a ship on 3 dice, remove the highest, and I have a BSB, steadfast leadership 9. So for his turn, he takes his warriors with BSB to face my pistoliers. He don't want to charge through that water to take dangerous terrain tests. In the shooting phase, he thunders, kills 3 of my handgunners. I once again pass my panic tests and stick around. His cannon do a grape shot at my pistoliers and only managed to kill one of them because they were in hard cover. His warrior horde kills my flatulence in closing combat, and in the big combat in the middle we're just having a big pillow fight, doing almost nothing at all to each other. I think it's this turn he takes a wound on my general with 2 up rollable armor save, but that's it, nothing more, and I stick around thanks to my great leadership. So for my turn 5, the first thing I do is I take these 3 guys and move them behind cover from the thunderers. In the movement phase, I take my pistoliers and with the knight of the charge arc of his BSB warrior to shoot at his cannon, and I use my witch hunter as a speed bump for his horde, trying once again to maybe snipe out his general. In the shooting phase, my handgunner kills some of his warriors in the horde formation. My witch hunter fails to take out his general. My cannon tries to shoot his general, but roll a misfire on the bounce and didn't reach them. My pistoliers shoot down his cannon, so they have taken out 2 war machines this game, so they're probably going into the Book of Grudges. This is just showing how pathetic this fight really is. He kills 2 of my useless swordmen. I don't kill any dwarfs, and we just stick around. So for his turn number 5, his warrior horde charge my witch hunter. I do a sniper standing shoot but couldn't kill his general. He moves his thunders closer to my remaining handgunners to get inside the range to firing at them. And in the combat with the horde, he do a critical mistake. I scream challenge, and instead of refusing, just pushing one of his character into the back and just kill me because I only have like light armor, toughness 4, he accepts with his runesmith. I didn't kill his runesmith, and his runesmith do a wound on me, but I survive, so I flee. He passes his pursuing test and reform against my swordman. In the other combat, we're just having a pillow fight, doing nothing at all. My turn number 6. It is not a lot of movement. I move my pistoliers in range to shoot at his warrior, trying to make them as weak as possible. So I shoot the pistoliers and the handgunners at them. I kill some dwarfs. Then my cannon do wonders. I hit his general and roll a 6, hitting 8 dwarf. he fails, he look out, sir. So his general dies and 7 other dwarfs. So that's a good chunk of points I get from that cannon shot. And in the combat this round I have the best luck you can possibly get. He fluff, he didn't do anything to me, I don't do anything to him. I have a BSP, he have a leadership 10 stubborn, and he fails it. And I try to pursue him, but I roll a 3, he roll a double 6 and get out. So in his final turn he takes his warrior into my swordman, and that's it for movement. He's shooting his thunders, shoot at my handgunner behind the fence, but only 1 hit, and he rolled a 1 to wound, so no damage to them. In the combat I make way with my character trying to kill his runesmith, but I failed, and he don't kill enough to take away my steadfast, so I stick around, and that's it for this game. So in the end it ended up being a dwarf victory. He got 1200 points of me, and I take 1000 points of him. But we have a comp difference, so we are preparing for a tournament that is very high comp. It's I think 15 to 19 in comp, and he have a 14-13 list comp wise, and I have a 19, so if we would count in comp I would actually win this game. So that's it for this game. I think I play decently. I did some mistake with my wizard, putting him into harm's way of his iron baker. I got too excited when I got off the savage beasts on them, but I think my game was decent anyway, and I think my opponent played a pretty decent game too, except for this challenge with my witch hunter. He should have refused that, but it was a pretty tight game. So thanks so much for watching.